In today's English listening lesson, I will read a story to help improve your English listening skills, and then discuss the meaning of 5 English vocabulary words you need to know and understand. Well, hello, students. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to another episode of Parlay with Jay. Today, I have an A3 English listening practice video. Use this video to practice your listening skills. If you want my longer English lessons, you can study those by using the links in the description. Today I have a story I have entitled A Strange Noise. Let's dive into today's story. Last Sunday, Frank and Jenny woke up early, feeling excited about the beautiful weather. They decided to reach out to their friends and call them in for a picnic at the park. As they were getting ready, they realized they needed snacks from the grocery store. After gathering snacks, they hopped in their car and headed to the park. Once there, they filled out the necessary forms for a picnic spot reservation and waited patiently. When their names were called, they were ushered to a lovely spot near the lake. They took out their blanket and settled down. While waiting for their friends, Frank and Jenny took some photos to capture the moment. Their friends soon arrived, and they all took turns playing frisbee and badminton. The group had a great time laughing and enjoying each other's company. Later, they decided to test a new recipe for grilled vegetables. Frank and Jenny went to the designated grilling area and came back with delicious skewers. Then things took an unexpected turn. As they started eating, they heard a strange noise. A squirrel had somehow opened the lid of a soda bottle and was gulping it down like a tiny bandit. The friends laughed until they saw a sign nearby. Caution, squirrels here get overly excited by caffeine. Soon the squirrel was bouncing around them in zigzags, pulling off somersaults and backflips. The friends had to dodge a hyperactive squirrel before it darted off into the trees, leaving them laughing and vowing never to bring caffeine to the park again. Isn't it amazing how sometimes our mind plays tricks on us about strange noises until we actually discover the origin of a strange noise? And here you have Frank and Jenny finding a squirrel getting high. Let's talk about some vocabulary words that you should be familiar with from today's story. Reservation. Reservation. So a reservation is an arrangement to secure a space for a specific time. Okay, so you might say she made a reservation for a table at the restaurant. Or you might say they forgot their reservation and had to wait in line. Ushered. Ushered. It's when a person is guided or led to a place by someone else. The teacher ushered the students into the auditorium. Or you might say a staff member ushered the guests to their seats at the game. Ushered. Designated. So something that is designated is an official assignment or something that is set aside for a specific purpose. So you might say they parked in a designated spot for visitors. Or you might say elderly people or those that are handicapped have designated parking spots. Or you might say the hotel did not have a designated area for smoking. People that smoked had to go outside. I remember a time when I was younger, you could smoke anywhere. I remember flying on airplanes, you could smoke. Restaurants, you could smoke. Now it's prohibited or not allowed. And there's usually a law stating that. And if smoking is allowed, they'll have a designated area. I don't know if you've been to the airport lately, but they'll have a lounge that's closed and airtight where people go in there to smoke. And you can just see the smoke all in the room. It's a designated area. Okay, let's look at a couple of more vocabulary words. Unexpected. Something that is unexpected is not planned or foreseen. Okay, the car broke down at an unexpected time, you might say. Or she had her baby at an unexpected time on the subway. That might be a great story idea. Hyperactive is our last vocabulary word. Extremely energetic, overtly active. Okay, the puppy was hyperactive, running all over the yard. My son has a dog who, when he was younger or a pup, was very hyperactive, and he would describe him as having the zooms or the zoomies, I believe he called it, where the dog would just run around the house sporadically. Okay, or you could say the kids were hyperactive during class because they ate too much Halloween candy. Sugar makes kids hyperactive. Okay. Well, I hope you have enjoyed today's quick English listening lesson. As always, make sure you share today's lesson with a friend. And if you have enjoyed yourself, make sure you leave me a comment and let me know where you're watching from. With that being said, I hope you join me on my next English lesson. Have a great day.